Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me put y'all down just a tad. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? We're ready to get this day started. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. And subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe to the Fearless Morning Show. So make sure you send them over there and make sure that they subscribe to the morning show. I would greatly appreciate that. It's going to be a good day. Good day. Okay. So I'm going to post some links. These are the links for the Sister Rise One Day Intensive. If you would like to join me, there's a VIP and there's regular admission. So you can join whichever one you choose, whichever one feels best to you. You can do that. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch. Now I'm sitting up. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget we have a podcast. We have, not only do we have the podcast, we have everywhere podcasts are found. We have the movies. We have all the books. We have all the things. Good morning, Kimberly. So please make sure that you share those things, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So it's going to be the most amazing day ever. I'm trying to get a good angle for y'all. I don't know if that one is it. Is that better? Because I feel like you all in my chest, even though we're giving, we're giving all the things in our outfit today. We're doing all the things because listen, we released this 50 pounds and we're going to enjoy it. Grand Rising, my sister. All right, so I want to talk about something. Listen, yesterday I took some time to study and I realized I had stopped doing that, meaning I had stopped studying, taking time to study what I needed to study to go over. And like I've been learning, but I haven't been studying. And I went through some of my books and I remember sitting for hours and I would take an hour almost every night and I would just study and listen and learn. And I haven't been doing it to that time length. And so now I'm remembering that and I got notes everywhere. I got notes everywhere, but that's okay because we are learning. So today I want to talk about being offended and the ability to listen. And I want to talk about it in a way that, and we've talked about this before, like being offended about some of the things that's going on in our life, being offended about what has happened and what has not happened and all of those things. But I want us to think about being offended with the not only the way we think, but the way that we receive and the way that people interact with us. We are offended about a lot of things. However, we never seem to be offended about the outcomes of the things that we consciously do. We never seem to be offended by the outcome of the things that we consciously do. I'm offended when somebody else yells at me, but I'm never offended when I yell at me. I'm offended when somebody treats me wrong, but I'm never offended when I treat me wrong. I'm offended when my man don't treat me right, but I'm never offended when I don't treat me right. I'm upset about a lot of things. I'm offended. How dare they? How dare them? Good morning, mama. How dare them? But I'm never offended when JoJo does it. When I talk down on myself, JoJo, I cannot believe you did this. I'm never offended about that. I accept that. I accept when I say, Lord, JoJo, I can't believe you. Not only did you do this, you did this, and I can't believe you let this happen. I'm never offended by the harsh, ugly words that I say to myself. Never offended. I'm also offended when other people have wealth that I don't have. I'm never offended when I don't have it, or if I have it. If I have money, I'm never offended. But when somebody has more than me, I seem to be offended. People who are offended by wealth can't understand the concept of it. Wealth being anything that you subscribe of, that you attach or subscribe a value to. So if you are offended by the wealth of somebody body looking better than yours, if you're offended by somebody speaking better or having something different than you have, are you offended because you haven't done the things that require you to get there? Are you offended by that? What are you offended by? Right? So if I'm offended by those things from other people, somebody talking to me crazy, I'm offended, but I'm never offended when it comes to JoJo talking bad about herself. And I've gotten really good at that part. When am I going to be offended about what I say to me? And get mad about what everybody else say. But I never get mad about what I say. So what are we offended by? And how do we apply that to ourselves? And then in us being offended, we need to have the ability to listen to listen subconsciously and consciously. So I wrote this down. Listen with your body, not your mind. Remember, we trust our knower, we trust our gut. Listen to it first, because it speaks first. And then, because my mind will have me saying, I can't do this. And until I can consciously control this, my body speaks it first. Put an insert, you getting angry and your stomach hurt, right? You getting mad and you can feel your skin start to get hot and itchy. You get nervous and your underarms start to sweat. You got something to say, but your words catching your breath. That is your body telling you something. So we listen with our body, not our minds, until you can begin to control that part of you, right? And as we're listening with our bodies, until we're able to control our mind, we have to be aware of the things that are going on inside of us, whatever that is for you, whether it's anxiety, depression, sadness, upsetness, everybody did you wrong, you always right. Sometimes that's the problem. Listen, I'm a recovering Miss Know Everything. And I'm like 90% recovered. I'm still working on it. Because I had to know everything. I had to know the answer to everything. Ask my family. I probably got on their last nerve with that. Because I had to know it all. I wasn't offended by what I was doing, but I was definitely offended by what other people was doing. So if we're offended, and then we have to follow that with the ability to listen to our bodies, what are we telling ourselves? And as we listen to our bodies until we can control our mind, what are the steps in between? One of the first steps we have to do is definitely be quiet. Listen to your body. Your gut, your knower tells you the right thing to do. It tells you this is the next step. It is our mind that questions us, because our mind says, you've never done this before. You don't know the next step. You don't know the answer. People will get mad. They won't understand. I'm the first one to do it. I got to do it by myself. I'm going to be alone. Those are all the things that go through our mind. That's okay. That is okay. When you trust the ability to listen to your body, that it's already giving you the answer, right? And as you're learning to consciously take control of your mind, meaning that subconscious thought that comes up that says, oh, I can't do that. Before you are consciously aware to stop that thought, your stomach is going to tell you, you can do that. You absolutely can. You know that exciting feeling you get when you get good news, like, oh my God, I get to do this, this, and this. And then your mind kicks in and says, no, you can't. You have to have the ability to begin to listen to what your body is telling you. That is where your power sits. Your power, and this is what I had to learn for myself. So let's talk about this. Your power does not sit in your pain. Okay? Your power does not sit in your pain. You are already powerful. The pain is attached to that. And in turning your pain into power, let's remove that. Let's walk away from this pain, because I was already powerful before the pain got there. Now, the pain may have highlighted it. Period. Yeah. Those gut feelings never lie, Miss Rivera, ever. Now, the pain may have highlighted a thing for me, but my power has always been there. The power has always been there. And when I concentrate on my ability to listen to my body, I am reconnecting with my power source. My power source, which is I am. The power source of I understand and I know this. I'm reconnecting with that when I listen to my body. I'm not saying, listen, that your pain is not valid. It absolutely is. My pain was absolutely valid. It highlighted the power that was already inside of me. And when I walk away from, because listen, and I hope I can get this translated right, that's coming in my mind. Sometimes we get so caught up in changing our pain into power, we fall in love with the pain. We fall in love with the struggle. We fall in love with saying we can't, we ain't got, we don't know. It gives us, and if y'all been with me for a while, y'all know we went through this where it creates a chemical in our body similar to a drug when we start to complain. You complain a lot, it creates a chemical inside of your body. It's more stronger than cocaine. Please do your research. When you complain, the drug that's created in your body is stronger than any drug you will find. That's why it's harder to stop complaining than it is to stop using any narcotic drug. Because your body naturally produces it, and you can self-inflict or self-medicate yourself with your negativity and your complaining till you are at a high. You're on high by complaining all the time. And your body gets used to that influx of that dopamine or that drug or that chemical imbalance, so that when you begin to change your mind, when you begin to listen to your gut, when you begin to separate your pain from your power and you begin to walk away from it, your body doesn't know how to handle that. It doesn't know how to handle you not complaining when you've been doing it your whole life. It doesn't know. So you will think really hard, like, I don't want to complain, I don't want to, but then you find yourself saying complaining words or complaining in your mind first before it ever comes here. Because you can say you believe it, but your mind and your body say you don't. Your body is craving that drug of that negativity. Please do your research. You can Google this. It is harder to come off a drug than it is to stop complaining. And the ability to listen to your body is going to be key to help get you past that. But as we separate out our pain from our power, as we're going through that, some of us fall in love with the pain. I've fallen in love with the pain of, oh, woe is me. This is my struggle. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Come on, Miss Angie. A to the men. Your mind, listen, if you're a God's girl, every preacher known to man has taught that. If you read the book, it says you got to renew your mind. It says daily new mercies. We see daily you have the opportunity to be rewarded with the new mercy. But you first got to separate your pain from your power. You got to walk away from that. You got to stop falling in love with your struggle and your strife. And, oh, this is Judge, oh, my stomach hurt. Oh, this, and this. Separate yourself from that. Your pain, your power was never wrapped up in your pain. You had the power all along. If you understand your I am statement, I am. Whatever you say after that is true. Okay. Daily, Angie. Daily. Instant. And it's always a conscious thing. It ain't you wake up this morning, you say, I'm think differently today. If you don't consciously, continuously grab that mind, honey, you're going to be sitting over there saying, you can't, I ain't, I won't, I couldn't, I shouldn't. You go straight to the negatives. You never try to can. You never try to could. You never try to would. You ain't. So if you are God's girl, then me saying what I cannot do is a direct reflection of what I think the Creator can do. So if I say I can't do this, what I'm really saying is God can't do this. Because if I'm made in his image and his words live in me, and I am a part of him, and my words can't come back to me void. When I said I can't, I'm saying I don't believe in the Creator enough for the Creator to provide this thing for me. A to the man, ma'am. It will not only will it keep you captive, it will keep you in a circle, and it will keep you praying the same prayer without the answer. And y'all know what I think about prayer. Prayer is simply you acknowledging the thing that God has been trying to give you all along. So when you pray, Lord, give me peace, he's been trying to give it to you all along. He's finally like, yes, now you're paying attention. I've been trying to give you this peace. Your only objective now is to receive it. You finally acknowledge what he wanted to give you. Your only job now is to receive it. Be in the receiving mode. You cannot be in the receiving mode if you're always offended by other people's blessings. You cannot be in the receiving mode if you're always angry and offended about somebody else's abundance. You can't receive it if you don't have the ability to listen to your body and to receive it inside. Good morning, Joshua. Yes, we have to break that cycle. And in breaking the cycle, that's where the answer lies. So we can be offended by all things, but until we have the ability to truly listen to our bodies, right? And pay attention to what our body is telling us and control that first thought, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. No amount of prayer, honey, no amount of prayer. I don't care who's preaching. I don't care what tambourine they play. I don't care what symbol is going off. I don't care the people that's running around screaming and hollering and you falling out in the Holy Ghost. You ever see people fall out? Jesus! And they fall out on the floor. And they wake back up and do the exact same thing that they swear they just got delivered from, or that they didn't want to do anymore. They are offended by the blessing that they said they wanted. Because the thing they prayed for, they assume it's not really for them, it's for everybody else other than them. So I got to keep reminding, when you pray for a thing, it is you simply acknowledging what God has already been trying to give you. Now, whether you believe that, that's on you, friend. Pay attention. If you're a God's girl, please go read the Bible. It's a book of psychology. It is all about the mindset. If you're going to be offended about the blessings and the abundance of other people, you will never receive the abundance for yourself. And abundance for you is whatever you attach monetary, whatever you attach value to. Don't even have to be money. Hey, to the men, Joshua. And don't, honey, let's be clear. And Angela, if y'all, this Angie fault what I'm about to say. Folk don't want to get delivered. They don't want to live past crazy. They don't want to leave that man. They don't want to leave the cheating husband. Nope. They don't want to leave the bad job. They don't want to leave the crazy church. They don't want to leave now part of crazy behind. They want it all. They want it all. They enjoy it. It gives them that natural high. Their body is addicted to the chaos and the crazy. I was telling my mama one day, I said, hey, I saw somebody in the grocery store. I said, she looked kind of crazy. No, mama said, I think she's crazy. I said, no, it looks like she's enjoying crazy. And that's okay. Honey, enjoy your crazy. Enjoy your insanity, but do not be offended by others who choose not to live there. Don't be offended. It does give them something to talk about. Your body, listen, here's the thing, and I'm glad Ms. Rivera brought this up. Your body loves for you to give it positive things, but if you've only fed it negative, when you get a positive, you're going to think something's wrong because you never received a positive before. It was hard for me to say, hey, Jojo, I love you, when that's not what I was used to. I love you before anybody else can. I had to know that for myself. Come on, Joshua. Come on, Miss Angie. Some folk don't want to be free, especially when it comes. If y'all have been with the morning show for years, and we coming up on 5 years, y'all know I did a whole thing about being an attorney. I self-imposed prison every morning. Every morning, new mercies you see every morning. You wake up and you put yourself in a self-imposed prison, and you put the key, the freedom to live past your crazy, the freedom to live past all of it. You put the key to that in your pocket and say you cannot have it. It is not available to you. You do that. Nobody else holds that key but you. It is so hard, Ms. Rivera. So if I am locking myself up in my self-imposed prison, and listen, because if I don't understand I am, and that the I am lives in me, if I don't understand that, then I'm going to assume that I'm going to have to wait on death to be free. I'm going to have to wait on death to experience any part of pleasure in life. I'm going to have to wait on death to have the abundance that God, the Creator, said I could have. He didn't say you had to wait for it. He said, take dominion over this here. He said, wherever you put your feet is already yours. He said, your foundation, which is where you walk, is made of rubies. He said, take the sides off your self-imposed prison so I can give you more. But we too busy being offended, not listening to our bodies, focusing on our pain and not our power. So we never receive any of that because we got to wait till the sweet by and by when I get over yonder. That's right, Kim. Our story has relevance at points. So on this great, most amazing day, and it's going to be a good day. I don't want you to be offended by what you see others doing and or living. It is available to you if you have the ability to listen to your body. Like Miss Rivera said, you got to flip the script because you've been giving yourself the negative for so long. It's hard to receive the positive. And it is, remember, it's give and take. But at some point, you listen again, your abundance. And abundance is whatever you attach value to. Okay? Whatever you attach value to. So if abundance is you owning some seashell earrings, then that's your abundance. Okay? If your abundance is owning nice little cloth thingies, then that's where your abundance lies. If you assume that it's not for you, it will never be. That is absolute freedom. And that is hard work. Identity crisis keep people stuck. It is hard work. And as you begin to do the work, because because everything starts with the mind. The first words in the Bible say in the beginning was the word. So whatever comes out of your mouth, you shall have. It will not come back to you void. Every person in the Bible had to change their mindset to receive a thing, right? To understand a thing. I've got to understand the crisis can stop the minute I stop it. But I can't be offended if somebody else is not willing to have a crisis with me. If you ain't willing to be crazy with me, I can't be offended because you don't want to be crazy with me. Okay? I have to have the ability to listen to my body, separate my pain from my power. I was already powerful before the pain got here. Before the husbands, before the divorces, before the abuse, before the shelter, there was always power here. Pain may have highlighted it, but it didn't. The power was already there. Now, let's be careful because we will fall in love with the pain to assume we can only have power when we are in pain. I will assume that only if I can struggle will I survive. Only when it's hard can I have more. That's not so. But you got to be able to listen to your knower, your gut, the God that lives inside of you, to know that that's not so. So on this great, most amazing day, there was a quote here that I wanted to read, but I can't find it. Here it is. The kingdom of heaven really is at hand. Now is the accepted time. So create a new heaven and enter into a new state of consciousness, your mindset, and a new earth will appear. You shall have what you say, and you shall see what you say. Whatever I say is what I'm fixing to see. I am broke. That's what I see. I am healed. That's what I see. I am loved. That's what I see. You're going to have it. Whatever you think you are, you're going to be eternally rewarded for it. That's what you're always going to get. That's what you're always going to have. And ain't nothing different fixing to happen. So on this good, most amazing day. Good morning, Laura. How you doing? I want you to have a great day. If you cannot join me for Sister Rise in October, I am doing a 1-day intensive in Charlotte. You can grab your tickets there. It is one day. We can hang out together. There are regular tickets, there are VIP tickets. So you can grab them if you need them and bring a sister with you. And be ready for the requirement is that you come with an open mind. The requirement is that you come ready to receive a thing. You will receive whatever it is that you're seeking for when you get in the receiving mode of it. You'll receive whatever you're seeking when you get in the receiving mode for it. Whatever you ask for, you can have it when you get into the mode of receiving it. When we understand the law said before we understand the law of supply, before you ever ask, it is already given. So before I demand, the supply is there. Before you were called, you were already answered. Right? Thank you, Joshua. And I'm sure everybody on here will tell you that is the key to whatever change you want to have happen in your life. You got to have an open mind and an open heart. You got to be to the point of understanding that it is whatever you're asking for, whatever you're believing and or seeking for, it is already there. If you don't think you can ever be healed, you never will be. Never. Doesn't matter what medicine you take. Doesn't matter who pray over you. If you don't believe it, then it will never be. And it's that simple, but yet it's that hard. And we think it's that hard because our mind has been so conditioned to be offended. We've been so conditioned to complain and say what we ain't got, that to get into the receiving mode, and as Joshua say, have an open mind and open spirit, it's hard as hell to get to that point. It's hard. Because you will assume it's available to everybody but you. That's what I used to think. Oh, she's so smart. You have all that the greatest of men have had. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You shall have whatever you think you can. If you think you can't, it won't. There is no separation of that. So on this great, most amazing day, please join me at Sister Rise in Charlotte. That is August the 13th. I said August the 23rd. Boy, Miss Rivera corrected me. She was like, no, ma'am, it's August the 13th. Do not be offended by the blessings and the abundance of other people. Abundance is whatever you attach value to. Don't be offended when you see it in somebody else. Be offended when you assume it's never for you. Be offended about that. Be offended that you assume you cannot be blessed or you can't have that. When you get mad about that there thing. Don't get mad about anybody else driving a new car, having a new outfit, going somewhere you ain't never been. Don't get offended, friend. Get offended because you assumed it was never yours in the first place. And then I need you to have the ability to listen to your body, that still small voice that tells you that you can. Your body is going to tell you something before your mind, because your mind is, you have conditioned your mind to say what you can't. So you got to begin to listen to your body first and then control the mind. Okay? And it is a daily renewing of your mind and your spirit every day. New mercies you see. If you don't see a mercy or miraculous, and y'all know my favorite quote comes from a book from Dan Brown. And it says, never close your mind to an idea simply because it's miraculous. That means you got that miracle idea. It came to you. Whatever the idea is, I can be healthy. I can release this weight. I am loved. That idea, that feeling in your body, it came to you for a reason. Do not close your mind to that because you are offended because somebody else got it before you got it. It don't matter who got what when. All that matters is you got it. Renewing of your mind every day, every single day, every moment that you want to be offended and assume it is not for you. Renew your mind. There is not a person, and I use God just because that's easier for people to relate to. Please insert whatever, and it doesn't matter whatever religion you subscribe to, they all say the same thing, that you can be great. To depend on the power of the all-knowing, all-unseen. You're depending on a power that you cannot see, but you can what? Feel. Come on, JoJo. You're depending on a power that you cannot see, but you can feel. But you want to be offended about something. Child. Whatever religion you subscribe to, it requires that you deny your current reality, right? It denies that you not only deny your current reality, you think a different thought. That you say, no matter what is before me, this ain't true. From the homeboy in the den, to the little boys in the fire, to homegirl who was cooking the food first, and she ain't had no oil. They all had to believe Tom. Moses, honey, he was like, pick up that snake. It's a staff. He said, no, it ain't. But he had to deny his current reality, believe something different, and move. When we talked about that on Tuesday, you got to move. He had to move. He couldn't get ready. Ain't no more getting ready. He had to move. Dad, pick up that stick. But wait a minute, that's a snake. No, it ain't. It's a stick. No, but I see a snake there. Like, for real, for real. Jesus, like, I see that snake. I'm not fixing to pick that up. He didn't ask you what you saw. He didn't ask you to be offended. He said, deny your current reality. Think a different thought. Know that the end result is that you will be free. And in order to get to the freedom, you got to move. In order to move, you got to trust that the end is there. So reach down and pick up the stick, not the snake, because that's not real. Jesus. If you do not believe the Bible is a book of psychology, I want you to go read it again. There's not a person there who did not have to change their mind, who did not have to move, who did not have to believe in something they never seen before. Sarah, Abraham, Moses, honey, Joshua and them darn giants. Pick somebody, honey, the man at the gate called Beautiful. He had to deny that he could not walk. He had to deny that fact, believe something else, and then move on that belief. He has spent how many years getting ready? How many years has Moses been getting ready? Eventually, he had to move. Eventually, friend, you're going to have to do something. Eventually, you're going to have to stop being offended by what everybody else is doing and focus on what you're about to do. And you do that, and when you have the ability to listen to your body, that's going to guide you in the right direction. And you listening to your body is the God in you telling you the next right step. But you gotta be willing and able to move first. Imagine the possibilities always, Joshua. Always, always, always. So on this great, most amazing day, if you just needed that little reminder, if you want to say, but it ain't, JoJo, it's everybody but me. Okay. There's nothing new under the sun, including the negative mindset. Nothing new under the sun, including that. But on this here day, as Joshua said, we're thinking on the possibilities of the thing. We're separating our pain from our power. You are always powerful, okay? The pain may have highlighted some things that you forgot that you were. But remember, as we're increasing our level of understanding, our abundance is increasing as well. And abundance is whatever you attach value to. So whatever you value, that is your level of understanding. Your abundance will meet you at your level of understanding. Okay? If I understand and my abundance is in my health, that's where my abundance meets me at, because that's my level of understanding. So on this great day, I hope this helps somebody. It helped me this morning. A to the men. I want you to have the most amazing day today. I don't want you to be offended. I want you to listen to your body. Okay. Separate the pain from the power. Think about all the negative that you was about to say and try to redirect that today. Because it's a different, even if you done got up, wash your face, brush your teeth, put on some lipstick, and already at work, the renewing of the mind can happen anytime you see fit. There's never a time frame. Never. It's when you decide. And when you decide and it stays, not that you pray and decide and then at a while you change your mind because you can't quite feel it and see it. You got to stay committed to that thing, boo. So on this most amazing day, please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to that YouTube channel. Y'all help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 7980 right now. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. You can listen to the Fearless Morning Show on every podcast there is. You can say, Alexa, play the Fearless Morning Show, and I promise you will hear. This is JoJo from North Carolina. Come right on, okay? Amazon, iHeartMusic, Pandora, whatever you listen to, you can find the Fearless Morning. You can find old episodes of the Fearless Morning Show over there, and you can catch up if you need help, because what we have decided here on the Fearless Morning Show, okay, is that we have set the foundation. For 5 years, we've set the foundation. We've talked about the mindset. We've done the groundwork. We've done the analogies. We've done all the things. Now we're going deeper into our I am statements. We're going deeper into the circle of me. We really tearing some things apart and looking at what we fixing to do about it, because we've laid the foundation. We are in the mustard tree phase. We already did the mustard seed. Did y'all tell y'all preacher to preach that? To not glorify that mustard seed, but somebody need to talk about the mustard tree? Because the mustard tree is the strongest tree. And y'all know we talked about what mustard seeds do and what mustard trees do. Mustard seeds and their trees, and they do two different things. And if you stay in the mustard seed, you always planting and never harvesting. You never see the fruit of the thing which you prayed for. Because you stay putting that seed somewhere. You never let it come to fruition. There's a difference. So as we are focusing on being trees over here, as we get deeper into it, we've already laid the foundation. If you want to catch up with us, go to the YouTube channel, go to the podcast, honey, read. We got 8 books. Go read one and catch up, because we're going deeper this year. And it is so. So on this most amazing day, have a great day. If you share the show, please tag me so I can properly tell you thank you. Please meet me in Charlotte, August the 13th. Grab your tickets, bring a friend. The VIP, it includes a dinner as well. Let me get you these links. And then general admission is your ticket. Everybody will get a Sister Rod's bag as well as a workbook, so you can grab that there. So I hope you have the most amazing day. I am working on the live for our 5th anniversary. I'm just waiting on the location for it. I'm trying to finalize a location so that we can do the Fearless Morning Show live and in person on a Saturday and not on a weekday, okay? And it won't be at 7:30 in the morning. So I hope you guys have a great day. Be on the lookout for that. Please make sure you join me at either Sister Rod's 1-day intensive or the 4-day in October. Either way, you've got to come with an open mind. If you assume religion is in the box of your denomination, if you assume religion or God is in the box of what you think it is, this may not be the place for you, okay? All right, because we don't put restrictions on the creator of the entire universe. That's not what we fixing to do. I'm not going to tell him how he can bless me. So on this great day, have a good one, and I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning.